Okay, so the next part is going to be 325 gray. And maybe I should have hand painted this. But to get to this little white part there, I'm going to be using this paint. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right there. Just so I can get that little guy. I think I got it. Let's do the other one. I had to fuss around with the masking tape on this to make sure it went on pretty well. I'm more worried of the fact that it may bleed into the back end, but I did do a lot of coverage here. I'm also afraid that this paper, masking tape may fly out. The adhesiveness may not be holding it in properly. See if that works. Cover my fingers in areas where I think the masking tape not grabbing well, but there you go. I think I got it. Yeah. Alright, next up is going to be the M005 Pure Yellow. Paint this part here. I was actually thinking of painting this white so it could be a little brighter, but this blue should help out a bit. Alright, so that part is done. By the way, if you're hearing some rumbling, there's a little storm coming around here. A little too close, but hopefully I got it right. Let's do the other one. Okay, the last paint is going to be the orange, which I just pulled out the last amount of orange from this paint, and I'm gonna do the last ships, as you can see here. Let's see if we can do this. And then we get the axe. Looks good. And we're gonna need the other guy, because the other one, when I was looking at the box art, the ass on this one is also orange as well. Do the other one. I'm gonna finish up the remaining parts, basically the engines and the Yamato separately. I'm not going to show a video of that, but I am going to also finish up the bases, because those have been painted as well, primed, and I haven't thought of a color yet, but I'll pull something out of a hat. And then once we're done, I'm actually still waiting for the battery packs to come in. I mean, I'll do fairness, this was just basically an afterthought idea to try the LED light set. But we'll get to those when the time comes. So let me just finish up this, and then we'll review what we've completed here and see if we did a good job. Alright, here are all the ships now fully painted. Let's review them a bit. This one came out okay, how it is, especially this area. The orange did come out nice. This one I messed up because it broke off and I put glue, and the glue kind of like shows off there, so there's that, so no big deal. This one did not turn out the way I wanted. For starters, this bluish tone on it, it looks like I didn't get a good coverage here. But what was worse is the yellow. Now, I actually recently hand painted the yellow a bit, but I must have messed it up. Yeah, I messed it up. This one was not too bad. Yeah, but we're gonna hide that in a minute. And of course the Yamato. There you go. That's nice. I actually did not use Titan's Blue 1 for this, and this may be a little too dark. Didn't think about that. I actually used Gunmetal by Elaclad 2. I had like a couple of drops left in there, and I said, you know what, let me use it to get rid of it. And yeah, I forgot how shiny and metallic it is, but it's okay. It's all right. You know, this is not going to be completely and utterly perfect, but I'm fine with where this is, where it's going with this. But we need to get the most out of this kit. Make give it a little bit more detail. So, using this little tray, and using a little bit of Mr. Weathering solvent. I'm going to put a little bit here. I'm going to use Mr. Weathering Color Multi-Black with this. I'm going to use one of the... let me use this brush here. I don't know how... Let's see if it's wide enough. Yeah, I think I can do this. Let me just pat it down a bit. I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? I should have mixed this. Let me just do a shake on this. I'm almost done with this guy because I've been using this more. I think maybe this could be a poor choice of this, but that's all right. Just gonna wet it up a bit. Dab it here. We'll try this one first. I'm just gonna do this. Give it a bit of detail. I think it needs a little more. I'm gonna, yeah. There we go. We're going to do a before and after to see how it looks. Yes, Prime. I'll talk to you in a minute. Just give me a moment. And of course, I forgot to have my phone over there in my other room, and sorry, in the kitchen. It's charging at this moment. I don't know how it's looking, but I'll clean it up in a minute. Let's do the other one. Get it on nice and a little dirtier than this. So we're gonna clean it up with either the brush or the. I think it's probably gonna be the brush, because for me to actually use Q-tips on this may not be the best idea. I'm gonna have to get my hands dirty, because then you have to deal with the cotton being caught into all the gun turrets and all that stuff. There we go. I think that should be fine. Let me put you there, and put you here for now. Let's do the other one. Let's do Yamato Hash. Not much of detail on the bottom part of the hull. There is that raised seam line, but you know, this is an older kit. Got it through there. Some of the parts, the one part back here came off with the glue. You know, I had to re-glue it again. There we go. I think that's good. A little bit more would be fine. Sounds not bad. Let me do the other two now. Just finish it up. Get them in the grooves. There we go. Not much of detail there, but that's fine. Last one. There we go. Just let it dry for a few minutes and then we're gonna clean it up. Alright, so I let it dry a bit and I'm going to, you know, I'm gonna probably use this a bit just to wipe it off. I can actually, I know I said no, but it all depends on where you know what you do. So if you can like get in an area where it doesn't, you know, you don't want to go the other way, you want to go along the edges so it doesn't catch, and start removing some of the wash. There you go, just a little bit there. Actually looks pretty enough. That's not bad. Alright, that's good. Let's do the this guy. Let's switch over. A little bit of ink there. Ah, you see? Some of it was there. Now I think the reason why I'm saying I'm probably going to use a brush on this is because, yeah, like the pointy things are going to get in the way. So what I'll do is I'll pour a little bit of this, of the what's left over of the of this. That's fine. I'll dab it, and then I'll just dab it on a napkin, and then just lightly pass it to collect. You still have a leftover detail there. You may be impulsed to, you know, rub it further, saying, oh my god, why is it not disappearing the way we want? But you gotta be patient. Very patient. The Mr. Weathering products was an amazing amazing product that the Mr. Hobby line has released. I mean, it has changed the landscape of weathering kits for everybody. And I mean, yes, there were people who can custom make their own weathering products. There has been washes by other companies made before. I'm going to try to do this to pick it up. But nothing has shown better results than these. I've seen the brands by MiG Ammo. I've seen the brands by Vallejo. I think AK has made a lot of washes and pigments up the wazoo. But you have to agree that this is the one that really sets it apart. I think I've cleaned it up as best as I could. A little dirt and grime is not bad. It's the too much that you have to worry about. There we go. I think that's fine. I'll get to those other two in a minute, but let's get to Yamato. I'm going to still use the brush. Oh, there goes the cotton ball. Actually, to tell you the truth, that's actually a godsend, because I think I need to clean up that little. Well, no, this product is not gonna destroy the paint, but I gotta get like a thin, pointy Q-tip to clean up that paint that I must have sprayed over it. There we go. So at least hopefully the light shines through it. Yeah, there's a lot of leftover paint, a lot left over here. Alright, let me try this. try to avoid the anti-aircraft guns, because I know that once that catches to this, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Pardon my French. Ooh. There's a little bit of paint here. I gotta get rid of some that's here. Ooh, one of the anti-aircraft guns came off. Oh, alright. It didn't come out completely, but let me just at least take care of that. These guys first. I'm gonna take it out for now, and then I'll glue it in a minute. Let me finish this. Oh, no, not that. There we go. I think we're good. Other than that little thing that came off, we're okay. A little grime on top of the flight deck is not on this is fine, but we'll take care of it soon enough. All right, let me just glue that on, and then we'll do a final review. Okay, there it is. My Earth Defense Force fleet of the Yamato ships from Space Battleship Yamato / Starblazers is now complete. So I decided to keep both ships of the smaller ships together. I was going to do it separate, but for whatever reason I couldn't seem to get it to hold on to the base, to the stands properly. Then I kind of realized to myself, well, I'm not taking it off so I can play with it. I gotta glue it on. So I did, and I just forgot to separate them. But let's look at the destroyers first and see how well it came out. You know, a little weathering and stuff like that came out pretty good. Not too bad for a very old and detailed ship, you know. It's cool. It's very nice. I kind of like the wings under here, because it actually, without the base, you can actually put them on the table and it'll stay standing up. So yeah, these two guys are done. While this one, the destroyers, and I thought this thing was nicely placed, but I guess not. I'll try to. There we go. They came out okay. Just not fond of how the yellow came out, but that was more my fault. I was brushing it and I didn't realize what I was doing. Plus the fact that it's probably not a good idea to use gloss yellow. A flat yellow would have been fine. Yeah. Or something close to it. And using the Mr. Weathering products did help out a bit more. Of course, the star of the show is done with the LED light, as you can see there. I got the battery pack, as you see here, and I soldered it. I thought I had enough clearance, but unfortunately, because of the battery, once the battery's in there, there's the metal part sticks out, so I can't push it further. I'm gonna see if I can, you know, probably put something under this to balance it out. But it is neat, as you can see. Very, very neat. Let me just focus there and there. Yeah, actually really neat to see something like this at this scale. And obviously, yeah. Some of you guys saying maybe I should have put an LED light there to show off the Yamato as it's blasting off and all that stuff. I'll save that idea when I get the Mega Collide version of the 2199 2202 version. But yeah, this really is nice. I really like how it came out. LED light came out cool. Maybe I know it's a little off. Sorry to say that, but it's neat. And I didn't realize it was pulsating. Maybe because of the battery or because of the wiring. I had some issues putting on the soldering the wiring on, but I think it's because of my fault. The soldering gun that I have is pretty old, and I think I'm gonna probably end up buying a new one, something a little bit more robust. But any cheap soldering gun should be fine, or wand, how you want to do it like that. But there you go. I am done. I am done with these guys. They're fun to build. If you see something like this at a hobby store, or at a yard sale, or a garage sale, or any place, and even if they're like, I mean, they shouldn't be no more. I'm gonna say this because of how old these kits are. They shouldn't be no more than $5. If someone's charging you 10, obviously they need some money. That's understandable. And I leave that to your decision, because it is, these are very, very rare, hard to come by kits that Bandai are not making anymore. And if you build them, you got to put a lot of love and attention to it, because there's a lot of issues there that needs to be fixed and needs to be worked on. So I leave that to your discretion if you guys are interested in getting these type of classic kits. If it comes by your, you know, if you see it, if you're desiring it. This is for us nostalgic people who really enjoyed the series back then, and I really still like it. I mean, as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna probably rewatch the classic Space Battleship Yamato Starblazers. I just finished 2199 again for the third time, and I'm like already. I have already reached episode 10 on 2202, because I want to finish that before the new series comes out. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and what can I say but stay tuned for more YamatoFleets coming soon. You guys all have a great